It speaks of a battle high among the peaks of the Misty Mountains.
The Misty Mountains.
Not over honor or duty, but over a tree. Poured all his light into the tree to protect it. On the other, a Balrog of Morgoth. Channeled all his hatred into the tree to destroy it. A power.
A power as pure and light, as good, as strong and unyielding as evil.
I promised Durin never to reveal his people's secrets.
And what if keeping your promise to his people meant ensuring the doom of your own?
Or the doom of theirs. They keep digging for it. That's pretty crazy. So close yet so far.
First took notice of it just prior to Galadriel's return. Our decline has only quickened. The blight upon this tree is but an outer manifestation of an inner reality. I ask again, and for the last time.
No, you can't.
Did the dwarves find the ore or not?
No.
He can't. He
No.
promised.
I swore an oath to Durin.
So you know what that means.
Yeah.
It is by such things our very souls are bound.
Which means yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Basis
wink.
of mere hope.
If the elves abandon Middle-earth now, the armies of darkness will march over the face of the earth.
You kind of already got your answer anyways, so. Sold that.
Yeah, right. Ooh, I'm behind a tree. I can see.
They have good eyes, apparently. They can lip read from far away.
Sing! Come on, sing! You remember the words, don't you?
After hearing you squawk them all night, I fear I'll never forget them.
You're only apologising because you think, now that I've been promoted, I can get you on the expedition. Can you?
Fine, you get a free hit. Jaw, gut, your choice.
Everywhere.
Actually,
You're my oldest friend. And if you want to know the truth, you're probably still my best. But answer my please. I hope you find something that you would be willing to sacrifice anything for.
He's gonna hide
stow
on
away.
one. He's gonna sneak on one.
Oh my god. The horse, that's the last straw.
Stow away,
That's the one that was flying
Yeah.
earlier. Whee! Why am I so high up? Sabotage? Oh god.
are you stowing away?
Uh-oh.
Don't.
He's gonna drop it.
Oh, now they're fucking us. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
They're gonna think he did it.
Yeah.
Oh
Seal,
no.
they're gonna think Seal did it.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
It's not there yet.
Yeah,
They're gonna catch him.
Yeah.
What happened?
Damn it! They're both gone.
Oh my god.
Holy crap!
Whoa.
Maybe he saved him last second.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
the
don't
whole
think
darn
so.
thing. No.
Oh, okay. He saved him.
Oh.
Good. He got
Oh
him.
crap though, yeah, now they're witnesses, so.
The cask must have gone up.
A cask?
He saved my life.
Oh god.
You're worthy.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Perhaps we did act
isn't
in
it?
haste. Kingdom should be led, not dragged. I recommend we delay the voyage until we've had time enough to win more hearts to your cause.
Oh, he said not to
What
go.
of Lord Halbrand? He awaits our departure.
I'm sure he does.
This council will reconvene at first light to make a final decision. See to it Lord Halbrand attends.
He will.
Forgive you.
You told
But
him?
I did not tell you sooner. I begged him to allow you into our confidence from the start, but the High King forbade it. We believe if we can secure vast quantities of it quickly,
They're gonna go to
enough
war
to
with them.
saturate every last elf,
That sucks. He broke his vow.
the night your father set sail, I heard your mother pleading with him not to go, asking him, imploring him. Why must it be him? Because he was the only one who could do it.
Inspirational words that'll get him going.
I was wrong to use you. For that I am sorry. Stop fighting me, and together let us fight them.
Not so long ago, men like me were fighting alongside them.
Men like you, not you yourself.
You don't know what I did before I ended up on that run.
Wow, they're going right
Now
to
we all survived.
They're bowing all to them.
Sometimes to find the light, we must first touch the darkness.
Who is it you lost?
My brother. My servants of Sauron. Is that enough for you?
Oh, so this is about vengeance.
One cannot satisfy thirst by drinking seawater.
Why do you keep fighting?
Because I cannot stop. The company I led mutinied against me. Because I believed they could no longer distinguish me from the evil I was fighting.
I'm sorry.
Your sorrow cannot ease my pain. I have fought for centuries seeking to earn mine. This is how you earn yours.
Okay.
Oh, I should give it to him.
What's he gonna do with the villagers?
The day your kind would return at last. Lift us up.
Yeah, we'll lift you up, all right.
I pledge my loyalty to Sauron.
You're first.
Is it going to be good or bad?
You are Sauron, are you not?
Oh, nope.
Just insulted me.
I'll serve you then.
Whoever
Where
you...
you are.
Oh no, not the young boy.
Oh my God.
Not his friend.
Oh.
Oh,
Kill
fight
him?
the boy.
Oh my
the
God.
sweetie.
Only blood. Does that mean you have to kill him though? Or just...
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
come on.
No.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
come on, come on.
No, come on.
No.
Come
No.
on, no.
No, he's just a boy. No.
Oh,
Come on, Theo, help him.
oh my God.
Then he's gonna be like, I only meant to cut him.
Because it took me over 200 years to develop the bravery that's keeping me standing here tonight. Because in counting the whispers and the knives, I've come to know the voices and the hands of those behind them.
Half of us just left.
But half stayed.
There's something you don't know.
Tell him. Oh, good.
Oh, oh.
Got like the whole picture right there. Holy crap. At the hilts.
Right there.
The whole sword.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Right there.
Yeah.
Our enemy knows your son has what he needs to enact it. We can survive this, Bronwyn. There is a way. There must be.
No! Bow to the enemy, and you take away everything.
You were right to watch us. Because we are destined for the darkness. It's how we survive.
Crap.
There's far more at stake here.
Look around.
You just give
it's
up.
over.
Not yet.
Soon enough. And when they march upon us, this tower will fall.
Ugh.
Wow, look at them all.
So many.
Going
Hours.
right to it. It's going to be hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to be days.
He's laughing.
You made it up, didn't you?
Oh my God. Oh. So bad.
The quail soft. Give me the meat, and give it to me raw.
But I came for Mithril.
But you didn't, yeah, you didn't do it, so keep that in your head.
Why? Our immortal souls will dwindle into nothing, slowly diminishing.
It's all to take in.
All right.
The fate of the entire
Yeah, exactly.
race
You just-
is in my hands.
That's raw.
Boy, okay.
Fate of the entire elven race.
He wants to hear it. Say it louder. He's gonna
Yes.
say.
In your hands.
Whose hands?
Your hands. Yours.
Fetch your feathery shirts. Let's start walking. Don't thank me yet.
Wow, that was really fast.
So these are the tables from me.
Don't push your luck, Elf.
That's good. Good.
Oh, and he probably
So-
heard that.
Oh, boy.
Or lip readed
Lisa's
it.
getting it though. No.
It'll find its way back to his hand. Oh, like now! Gosh darn it.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Quite the helmet.
Nice.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh,
He's in.
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't even talk to him beforehand. The 3 ships.
wow.
Report to the Horsemaster.
Thought I was in cavalry.
You are. Stable sweep.
Oh, that's something.
He winked at
That's
him.
right.
It's like you deserve that. You're here at least.
That's right.
Good.
Good. Good.
Reconciled. That's more important.
Yeah.
Good.
For Middle Earth.
Wow, look at that.
Gorgeous. Hope they can get to those arches.
Wow.
So we'll take all this in now.
That's right.
Beautiful, bright, lots of light on them.
That's
Going to
right.
Middle Earth, covered in darkness, or getting worse.
That's right. Wow.
It's gonna be hell.
Wow. Boy.
Oh, what a beautiful song. That's a very good song.
That is very good.
Yeah, I'm glad Poppy sung that.
Yeah.
I think it's so wonderful too that Nori's family just encourages her. Like they're all family.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
they're like, yeah, sing us a song that your man used to
And
sing.
Dad was
And-
helping her with her cart. And
That's right.
Yeah,
did it
that was
together.
really
Yeah,
nice.
that's
And
nice.
I like, honestly, all the different stories that we're seeing so far. And the Harfoots, you know, it makes me, like, I love following them, but it makes me sad on how their survival instincts are, I mean, they have to survive. This is what they've known, and, you know, they have to do it this way
And
to
they have to
live.
migrate.
Yes,
But
do.
they separate, and the fact that they left, you know, Nori's group completely alone, they were very far off from them right from the start. And it's up to you to survive and keep up.
That's right. Gosh.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
so you're on your
for
own,
the
really.
others to kind of say, well, you know, like who wasn't Marva saying, you know, let's just rip the wheels off and, you know, leave them alone because they didn't want, you know, they didn't want that bad luck, you know, with the stranger and everyone. They just didn't want that. And
it's just the way of things. Like,
exactly.
I know Sadek felt bad about that. Like, he was shocked to hear that. But
He's like, "Are you
stuff like that has happened, I guess, over generations. And
Definitely.
I'm like, holy crap, you just cut ties once things get a little bad. And, you know, I think easier said, but if they all work together and fight together, they probably have a better chance, you know, when there's
definitely.
wolves instead of running and separating like a herd of animals would do. Not to compare them to that, but I think that's a kind of decent comparison because they're
It is,
small.
yes.
And, you know, if you
And
all
the
get
weaker
together,
can be- yeah.
the
Yes.
weaker get divided and then the predators go for them. So, you know, I'm happy they have the stranger with them and he did help.
Yeah,
He
he
did,
saved
he-
them from the wolves.
He's
They're
he
scary
saved
wolves,
Nori's
too.
life.
The wolves are really
And then he
scary.
was injured, and I think he was trying to heal himself, and in the process, poor Nori got in the midst of it, and he was just in this like trance where he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
Now she's so frightened by him.
And he was
now.
so connected with the earth, and he just
And it wasn't his fault, because he was already involved in it, and she was curious, and she touched him when she shouldn't have. And I know she didn't know any better. So, you know, it wasn't like he was intentionally doing something bad to her, but he just didn't know. So it's still scary. And I felt bad that Nori ran away, but she almost lost her hand or more, you know.
she was
like that she
petrified.
didn't.
Yeah, she was
So she was really
petrified,
terrified
yeah.
from that. And I love, again, the idea of fate and how he's with her. I like how he's relearning things. Like, it gives me a feeling that he showed up, like he crashed to Middle Earth as a comet, as a meteorite. He quelled the fire. He wasn't burned by it. It was cold. That he's a very powerful being that is meant to be here to protect people, I'm hoping. But I'm kind of like, because he's relearning that he could go, he could just be good. He could be evil. And whatever's around him, he learns from. So he maybe relearns or resets every time he has to come to Middle Earth to do whatever. And he was fated to meet Nori because she's teaching him how to be good and kind and love and all that and trust. So, I know they'll probably have their hardships, but I'm hoping her running away doesn't make him feel like, oh no, I'm right, perish or perils, I'm the one who's danger.
Yeah,
so I
he
hope
was
doesn't
worried of that.
Too, yeah.
And then those beings who were following him.
Yeah, who were they?
Wow.
Right?
They have bright blue eyes
they
and
look like evil elves.
I know. Some other race of elves
yeah,
or something.
some other beings. So I'm sure they're going to follow and find him fast.
Yeah, because they were very curious about that.
Yeah.
They were right at the crater. So could he possibly, they look very different, but could he possibly be one of them? Or maybe they summoned him and they knew it would be around that area or something, or I don't know. So they're seeking him out. So there's a connection there somewhere. I still think he's a wizard. I think he's meant to be the wizard to protect them, whether it's Gandalf early on or just another wizard that is supposed to relearn.
I think he's another wizard.
Yeah, because the fact that he can mumble spells and remember certain spells, even though he doesn't have full control yet, it's like slowly coming back to him. So here he's like relearning normal everyday things, and yet he knows these powerful spells. Like, it's instinctual for him to just be like, I gotta do this, or protect Nori and her friends, and how he harms himself because he hit the ground so hard.
I know, those wolves are there. I'm out of here.
Yeah, so he freaking picked one up with his bare hands. I didn't expect him to do that.
Amazing.
So that was impressive to start.
Scary.
But they're so helpless, the Harfoots are so helpless. They try so hard, but they know the migration, they know when they have to do it. When they see signs, they have to move.
Yeah.
And they have to do it to survive. So they know the dangers that lie just on a regular journey.
Yeah. And with everything, just the things she was naming and just the weather, the terrain, and then you have predators, and they're so tiny that you have a lot more predators than a human would,
Definitely.
And there's, the wolves are dangerous to humans too, I would say, because they look pretty big, but again, we're following the Harfoots, and then you have the stranger next to them, and they're probably wolf-sized. But yeah, it's pretty terrifying. They lose so many people. Here we heard about Poppy's family, so many of them died, and I'm glad she's part of Nori's family in a way. But yeah, it happens a lot. And hopefully this journey, if most survive, if not all, they will learn a lot about, with the stranger, hopefully staying with them, that, bigger folk is okay, that they could probably help out, and not that you can openly trust anyone.
Right, and now, as far as we see right now, they still believe that. They don't know what just happened between the two of them, with Nori.
Oh, with the ice.
Right,
yes, they don't know that so far. So right now he's welcome to stay with them.
So hope Nori, being scared, will calm down and then talk to him.
Yeah, I think
instead
she'll
of just
understand
separating.
that was his way of trying to heal himself.
That's right. And her hand's okay now.
Yeah, I thought she was going to freaking lose her hand there. I'm like, oh my God, I hope not. And going to Elrond now with Durin, I was very impressed. Like, I love their friendship, first of all.
I love the table. That was awesome.
I know, he was chuckling. Like, I went,
like, is he chuckling? I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because when he laughed, I was kind of like, oh, he's laughing because of the strength, which he was. But I'm like, well, he's kind of like being lighthearted about this whole situation. So, and I'm like, oh crap. And then when Elrond picked up on that and said, yeah, you were lying about it, I was like, no freaking way. Like, but also the High King was, he was prying. He was really, in a way, being rude. And Durin called him out on it, so he just threw something back at him to mess with him. I love
it was
dwarves.
perfect. It was perfect because you can tell the High King was, he wasn't being as respectful as he was saying he was. I'm so sorry. You can just tell in his eyes that he wasn't. And that was perfect.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Yeah, and he lied to Elrond. I mean, he had a purpose for him all this time, and Durin's father knew that. He's like, they always have, and he was also suspicious too, but he really trusts his friend. Now, again, I love their friendship, and I think of Gimli and Legolas. I just love the elf dwarf, and it's not always the same. You can't always say like, oh, there's the same kind of relationship, but it's nice to see how close they are, and they really have trust with each other. Some decisions that are being made are very quick to me. I mean, the fact that Durin, like, oh wow, the whole elven race is in my hands, and then he made it into a joke, and he was so secretive before and upset and wouldn't allow him to see it, that I thought that would be like a process of years of being like, well, no, I'm not going to let you. Like, we just did this oath together. We've been hiding this from anyone else besides us. So just be like, all right, well, I'm going to take your word for it. So yeah, you can know this big secret that we have that can help our kind. And anyways, like, some things are a bit fast in this story, but I do like it, and because trying to get the story going.
And he has to talk to his father too.
And he has to talk to his father. So I know that's going to be hard, but something tells me, I don't know, actually, because then that is their doom, right? Because then they dig too deep or something to release that demon that takes over their kingdom, unfortunately. So,
but that is his, that's his project. So that's Durin's project. So I think Dad will be okay with it. Especially if he's already okay with it himself. I thought the same thing. I thought he was going to be furious, but Elrond was very upfront with him. Look, this is what's going on, and our lives are in your hands.
Yeah, and as sad as that is, it was beautifully said too, and I love that. Where, well, first of all, Durin's like, well, give it to me like meat, give it to me raw, or whatever he said. I love that saying. Give it to me raw. And then Durin still had to say it plainly, where Elrond said it very elegantly, and he's like, we're just gonna diminish and our light will fade or something. So all elves, it's not like, oh, we're just gonna die, like they're gonna die, but they're just gonna disappear kind of thing, because it's like the light keeps them there. So that was like very poetic in how he said it, and he goes, okay, so you're saying the whole elven race is in my hands, and like, we get that straight. And I mean, that's a lot of pressure to put it that way. You can't really say no without sounding like a jerk, that, and you need them to be around because they are the ultimate light, the ultimate good, I guess.
And I truly feel that Durin just absolutely adores Elrond's company. I think he just is so happy to have him with him.
I love how they make this little joke about the table. Well, at least tell Disa that it was from me. It's like, I know, how they just go back to their race. They just like nickname each other that. Like, oh, well, he doesn't say dwarf back, but yeah, I do really enjoy the relationship. The High King, like, I think, of course, he's going to make things a lot worse.
Yeah.
Because he's too obsessed with this, that he's going to maybe do something even worse with the dwarves to break that respect, because we know from the Lord of the Rings, dwarves and elves were still at odds and were even more so then. So, it's not going to be good, but
I don't think so either, because he was looking from afar at them, and he just didn't seem like, he was happy with, I think he's happy that he's probably going to go along, that Durin is going along with it because they're walking away. But I think, he's going to be a little greedy.
Yeah, I think so. A little more to it.
Yeah, because now everyone's getting desperate seeing this.
Exactly, for the desperation,
Yeah, and hearing the story about the tree, then you had that one elf that was fighting that big demon, and it just had this mithril that just went into the roots, it's a cool story, but it just shows like it's tempting on both sides to want that. So that could also lead to their doom, because now they're gonna, and maybe that's what leads to the dwarves' doom, because they're now trying to help the elves, so they're digging more for the mithril, and maybe that's what causes it too. So, it's too much greed, even though you're trying to do something good with it.
Yes,
you're obsessing over it, and it could lead to something bad. Yeah, too much of a good thing.
Greed is no good.
Yeah, greed is no good. And going to Galadriel now, like
she's very good with his sword.
Oh, that was fun.
Wasn't
I'm sure people are going to
really
comment on that and say like, "Oh God,
Wow.
who knows?" But but a woman fighting like that. But she's an elf, and I just think it was so cool to see her fighting so elegantly.
It's almost like a dance.
It was like a dance. It was
Exactly.
beautifully done.
Yeah.
And she is very confident, to say the least.
is.
I mean, but she's really good at it, and she's had hundreds of years of experience, I
Yeah,
guess.
that
You
would-
know, helps live a very long time.
That would help.
Yeah, and so that was a lot. And then all the soldiers, you know, they were cocky, and so it was kind of fun because, you know, we knew she was going to be epic. And I didn't think anyone was going to get a scratch in.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
think
Steele's friend did, and he's a lieutenant now.
So, and she was cool about it too. She was very mature about it. She
Yeah,
was,
she's
oh
like,
yes,
no.
so,
Hey.
you know, congratulations, Lieutenant. And, you know, we just went on
That's
from
good.
there. But I didn't expect them all to fight her. I thought like, wow, two going
Whoa.
against her. That's not fair. But okay, well, we're going to see how
Yeah.
skilled she is. But then it was like
Came on.
everyone.
She's like, come on.
Yeah, and not
Okay,
even
I
hurting
like
them, but
that.
just showing them a death blow. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you're dead again,
That's
you're dead
right.
again, you're dead again every time. And just having that moment that we're sitting on it. It wasn't sloppy where it was like, "Whoa," like she
Yeah.
would have a death blow and then someone else would already be like falling on her or she'd be moving to the next. We always had a pause to really absorb death.
right, yeah.
Death. Look how cool I
Yes.
am. I love that whole fight scene. Yeah, it was
Right.
fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Behind, front, whatever. She
I
did
thought
it.
the humans were going to like injure themselves because they were
I
like,
know, because
Oh,
it was just
my
too
goodness.
many swords going
I
all
know,
over
so
the
they were
place.
just swinging at
in a
her but
small
missing.
space.
And I'm like, oh no.
Because they were going, you know,
That's right.
on the outer edges, you know, where the little stands were, and I was like, oh, someone's gonna
boy.
get sliced.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I wrote his name down last time, but the guy who's with Farazan,
Yes,
who's-
is this his son?
yeah, that's his son, right? So, you know, here he's trying to burn the ship down,
Right.
and Isildur is there.
Yes.
And that was just a by chance meeting.
Just by chance.
So
Yes.
technically, they both saved each other's lives
Yes,
because he was
they
going to
both
burn it
weren't
down
supposed
and
to be there, right?
woke him
That's
up.
right.
So then he saved the other guy when the ship blew up, and now that
And that earned
promoted
him a spot.
him, earned him the spot
Right.
back in there.
Right.
So everything's
With
very
The horse
quick.
guard, though, or whatever it was.
Hey, he's still on
Yeah,
there.
he's in horse duty.
That's right.
And the fact that I can't help it, but they were like, I get they were lifting the horses into the ships, but I mean, the main ship is like not that high. And that freaking thing was like almost at the top of this hill, I felt like. It's like, why
No,
not?
we're gonna
Just
just
so you
place
can
a
see the
horse
horse.
on a ship. The poor horse. I
Oh
mean,
my
down
gosh,
below.
imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
They
But,
didn't look that big, but the ships didn't look that big to do
No,
that.
they
But hey,
Got him
we'll
on
take
there.
it. That's right. They'll make it work.
Yeah, and Isildur, I think, of course, he's going to have a main purpose in this, as we know from The Lord of the Rings. And he heard the whispers before to kind of guide him to go through this. I'm glad his friends were able to earn their way back
Yes.
in a different
And
way.
Good.
They're back to, being friends again.
That's right.
That's,
Yes.
That's really, really helpful.
Yes, and then Isildur's dad, Elendil or something.
Yes,
like,
I love
like
him.
I do too. I really like him a lot.
Yeah, and I love his freaking helmet. I
I
love the
know.
costume design in this, but it just cracks me up because I
And
was
then the
like,
Queen
so
Regent
overboard.
has nothing. I'm like, God, I
That's
think she
right, my
needs something
gosh,
too.
yeah.
I thought they were like brush things, like it was. Hey, are you awake? It's gonna rub it
Dragon
on
wings
you.
or something.
But I do think
wow.
they're really beautifully done. Like I do love the designs, like the armor and stuff, and she had scales on, and that was pretty
Yes.
cool.
Good,
Queen
I like
Ariel.
it too. And his daughter stayed back.
Yeah, she's
that's
against
right,
it.
yes.
She doesn't like the
Yeah.
idea of the elves and going back to the old ways. But it is scary. I mean, a lot of the kingdom believed this way for so long, and were kind of at their own peace for a while. Now to have this happen, it's just it's a huge change for a lot of people. But I am glad they're on the move now.
Me too.
Again, Lord of the Rings, like we love those movies and they were really long, and I know there's a lot of build up to good stories, and even though it's slow, I am enjoying it. Like I really do love the character development and really growing with these characters to really learn why they make these certain decisions, their hardships, like how they feel about certain things. And even Galadriel, like even though she's very I don't want to say proud, but she just has that power about her where she's like very confident.
Yes.
You know, she is very driven and she is obsessed. Like she also has her flaws, but you know, she wants to, you know, avenge her brother. She wants to get back at evil for that. And here Halbrand is like calling her out on that too and being like what's your real reason for doing this? You know, it's revenge. That's what you want. And in a way it is. And she even said that like her allies even, you know, can't distinguish her, I guess, or she feels that way between good and evil because she's just so obsessed with this.
She is. And but I'm glad at the end they're together, you know.
Me too, very much.
They embraced and they're going to go forward and they need to do this for Southlands. And I'm so glad Halbrand decided to grab his necklace and go for it because he can't stay behind. There's no way. He had to go with them.
Especially with them being in a different country, you know, Numenor, and here, like, you know, you were in prison and then now you're called a lord and they respect you to the point where, like, oh, yeah, he's the king of the Southlands, and, you know, how it's just like a slap in the wrist kind of thing. But anyways, I'm just glad that they're all together and they're all heading to the Southlands. And I'm worried about Bronwyn too because she gave up right away. She and Arondir's just all like shocked and like, oh my God, like you can't just give in to despair like this because you have to think of the big picture here. Like this is like pure
Theo was
evil.
going to interrupt and come in and say, "No, you stay here, Mom. You know, we can fight this." Because I'm so glad he showed them what he had.
Yeah,
that was fabulous that he did that.
Yeah, and then the statue was right there of Sauron's like sword, like
I've been up on this tower for a long time. Volunteer just found this.
Yeah, like all the vines.
By the way, I've seen this before.
Yeah, that was like 200 years ago, so I just forgot.
And it looks like they're going to be there very quickly. I mean, there was
they're like right outside of Dur almost. That's crazy. And then I knew it wasn't going to be good, but all the people that gave up and went right to Adar, you know, and it seems like he's not Sauron. That's what we were made to believe. But he was mad. He was angry that he was called
insulted.
Sauron. Yeah, he was insulted. It seemed like. So I'm like, wow. Okay, well, are there different evils that are not? I just thought they were all following Sauron. You know, but is he a different evil that has his own?
He has his own agenda.
Quest. Yeah, his own agenda, and he just I don't know. Or maybe just don't ever, you know, call me my master's name or something. I don't know. Maybe he's that loyal. I doubt it. I think he's something different.
And he made the old man kill Theo's friends.
I know.
That's so sad. That poor kid.
I thought Adar was going to say something afterwards just to check his evilness, and be like, "Oh, I said we bombed by blood or something. Oh, by blood, like just cut his
blood
arm.
brothers, not kill him.
Yeah, to see how far he would go. And then that would put you at a level of, okay, well, he just freaking slaughtered the guy, so now you're going to be this evil, you know, or something.
Right. You're in the first.
But yeah, immediately I knew he was going to do it because he was already like obsessing over Sauron before to Theo.
He was mad.
He was like, yeah, this is the way. Like he felt bad at first, I think, but then he was like, this is the way. And he's a very loyal servant. Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen with the other humans too? Like, did they do it? If you don't kill someone,
I know, because
it's not just
he
bowing,
was
you have to kill
possessed.
someone.
You know, he was possessed by that thing. So I
mean, like the brand or something. Right.
So he had, you know, he was full into it, but the others, I think they're just following, just because they think that they can't win.
I know, and there's just more to it because here they were scared to stay and fight, which is terrifying. But if you're going to surrender to this evil that you know nothing about, they might rape you. They might rape you, maim you, torture you, and do all these things. So it's going to be very similar and probably worse than actually fighting and dying a quick death. You know what I mean?
And so many people raised their hands. They wanted to fight.
That was
with Bronwyn. So at the beginning, a lot of people wanted to fight with her. So
and they might have stayed. I don't know. Maybe some were convinced because I think a few were convinced to leave with the other guy. But it's just not good. I think I would have wanted to stay on the tower and fight,
me too.
But I still think it's hopeless. I think they should just run.
But I like the theory of half of them left, yes, but half of them are here. So it's like looking at a glass half full, half full or half empty.
Yeah, and Theo being so spiteful against elves and talking to Arondir and being like, yeah, you could just leave. Why are you staying? Kind of thing. And, you know, he's like, well, it's not only about like spying or looking at things. It's about the people who wield it, or like the knives he was talking about. Like there's just more to it, you know. Here they're trying to protect people, and you have this evil that keeps growing, and it's going to be way worse if they just ignore it or give up. And they all have to work together. So I'm just glad Arondir and Thea were able to have a little time together.
I am too, especially when he's
definitely.
talking, you know, trying to train him how to, you know, shoot an arrow. You know, I've had 200 years experience.
That's right.
You're only
That's
14. You're
That's
doing
right.
well. I mean, that was good. That was
That's
good
good.
bonding that they needed to
That
do.
was
good.
I think it's just the scratch that, you know, they're going to start building from there.
Yeah, this was fun. Did you have any big parts that you liked, Mom?
Yes, I did.
What'd you like?
What did
you like the wolves?
Yeah, I like the wolves, and I like Durin too.
Yeah, Durin's fun.
Oh, I love
him. Yeah, Elrond.
Yeah,
Durin
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, and I love all the stories so far. I really do, and I just want to know more about the stranger. He's like the most like mysterious character, him and J.R.R. But I really like the stranger the most. Want to know more. So can't wait for the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.